all parents want to have a bond and a connection with their child. You're never quite sure of how that's going to go when you're first told your child is on the autism spectrum. So in the back of your mind, you're like, am I ever going to be able to connect to my son? What type of relationship will we have? You get concerned that that's something that I may not ever have with them.
Jason Ring is an officer in the United States Air Force, stationed at Davis-Monthan in Tucson. His 6-year-old son, Alec, was identified with a pervasive developmental delay when he was 15 months old. When he entered kindergarten at age 3, he was diagnosed with autism.
On the one hand, it was fear. It was scared of the unknown, of a lot of the assumptions that you have in not knowing, and preconceived ideas.
Jason found services for Alec through a special needs program at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. Among the offerings was a program called Therapeutic Riding of Tucson, or TROT. Since 1974, TROT has used horseback riding as a form of therapy for children and adults who are challenged by everything from blindness to PTSD.
Who's this?
Alec qualified for a scholarship and was enrolled in the program just over a year ago.
Think you want to ride today?
The first few lessons, Alec was terrified. Yeah, I think his first lesson, he spent the first few minutes just in tears walking around on the horse.
Okay, let's walk over to your horse.
Our goal shifted then to let's just get comfortable on the horse. So we spent weeks just learning how to relax and be confident on the horse and get to know your horse.
Show you to walk on?
Walk on.
Good job.
Melanie Rader is Alec's riding instructor and began riding horses herself when she was 9 years old. She describes herself as a horse-crazy kid whose passion for riding never waned.
Yes, for the green cones we use our reins this year. Good job.
I think it's important to point out that therapeutic riding instructors are not therapists. So the therapeutic is maybe, it's a little misleading in that a lot of times people think that we're therapists, but we are riding instructors. And our goal is to teach riding to students to whatever degree they can learn.
Yeah, there you go. And now this one straight back. Hey, that's much better.
So we are asking riders to hold the reins and learn how to halt their horse and learn how to turn and make them go forward and post the trot.
Yeah, nice clucking and keep clucking.
But along with that, there's a lot of other benefits, physical benefits, emotional, cognitive, social. And so we concentrate on certain goals within those benefits.
Wow, me too, me too.
Melanie says it's common to work in partnership with families to shape the goals and expectations of each rider. Jason shared with Melanie that he wanted to help Alec communicate better and to focus her efforts primarily on his social, emotional, and cognitive skills.
So we're just going to do 3.
Okay.
He says his son lacked confidence and the ability to connect with his peers, and that even his own connection with Alec was lacking.
All right, should we go do a throwing game at the tires?
There were times when Alec would say something and I would look at Jason and we'd both just kind of, have no idea. And so yeah, you lose something there between father and son if you can't understand what your child is saying.
20 points?
Yes.
The little one, yeah.
Melanie taught Alec how to interpret horse language by observing the ears, the mouth, the tongue, and the tail. He learned riding positions and patterns. The exercises improved his core strength and balance. He became more adept with his hand-eye coordination and his memory sharpened. Alec began to trust his horse, and through that relationship and instruction from Melanie, a significant bond grew.
I can't see.
You can't see where you're going. We have to trust Vicky that she's going to lead us in the right direction.
For a lot of students, and particularly a lot of students with autism who have trouble relating to people, they have a very strong connection with the horse. And the horse, just being on the horse and being around the horse, enables them to open up in a way that they can't with people.
1, 2, 3.
Alec has opened up over the past year and reached many of the goals his father hoped for.
I want to touch yellow, blue, and light blue.
You're going to touch all of the colors.
Yes, because I love them.
Oh my goodness, talking all the time, and it's like music to my ears.
Whoa.
He just can't stop talking sometimes, which is a beautiful thing, but being able to hold a conversation, not only, at home, but also with others, being able to identify like the basic things like colors, being more self-sufficient.
So lean forward.
So it's like a transformation from a year ago.
And we go downhill. Now you can lean
He's
back.
much more lucid in his conversations.
Very nice.
Instead of having a stream of consciousness conversation basically with himself, he's able to respond to either me or the volunteers that work with him and stay within our conversation.
Which was the last one we did that.
Alec has learned the patterns and the protocols, but he's also developed a strong sense of himself and is now willing to push beyond his own boundaries.
I'll show you.
Okay.
I love teaching Alec. He's my last lesson on my last day of work, and I can't imagine a better lesson to end my week with, because he's always made me laugh, and I'm always smiling just as big as he is when we're done with the lesson. So he's really, really fun.
There must be power!
Jason Ring says he's grateful for the good work of Melanie Rader and the other folks at TROT, who have helped Alec develop skills and abilities that were once beyond his reach.
Do you see all the horses in the pastures?
Yes.
What color are the horses?
White,
One is white,
one is gray,
one is grayish.
and one has two in black and white.
Black.
To see how far he's come and to be able to have that connection, the communication back and forth of him expressing himself and then being able to communicate back to him and him understand and receive it is just, you can't put words to it. Every day is wonderful, every moment's wonderful.